There's a tribe, deep in the jungle of Borneo, known for their superior hunting skills. They are the original hunter-gatherers of this island, and the last nomads to call this place home. I spent 1 week in this remote part of the world, learning how they survive in the jungle.
I think he saw something.
And this is my story. Hey guys, welcome to a jungle in Borneo. I am here hunting with the Penan tribe in one of the oldest rainforests on Earth. I didn't know it at the time, but my experience here would change my view of the world. I had come here looking for a good old-fashioned adventure, and I expected to leave with a few tips on how to survive in the forest. I mean, what else could one learn from a group of primitive jungle nomads, right? Wrong. Borneo is the third largest island in the world and home to the most biodiverse ecosystem on the planet. I had dreamed of coming here for years, and I couldn't imagine a better group of guides to take us hunting. That is what we're hunting with. This is the Penan blowpipe. It's 6 feet long and carved from one solid piece of hard wood. It's loaded up with a dart, dipped in poison, extracted from the tajem tree. When it enters the bloodstream, it'll stop the heart of an animal within minutes, without contaminating the meat. So fast you can barely see it. The dart exits the blowpipe at a speed of 180 kilometers per hour.
Yeah.
Oh, champion!
I get the tree.
You're a champion!
It was actually quite heavy and required lung power. This is Dennis. He was going to show us how they cook the poison. The process involved warming it up over a fire. It had to be handled very carefully because it could also kill humans.
When we put the poison, we must go away far from the kitchen or from your house because the children always come to the kitchen or the women come to the kitchen, go to cooking. Men also always go there, so that we must go far away from our kitchen.
The darts are made from the leaves of palm trees, known as fronds. And carving the Penan blowpipe was nothing short of an art form, especially when done by hand. This is Penan. He was one of the last Penan blowpipe makers. He had passed a couple of years ago. And it hit me that these men were truly the last nomads. Where were the younger members of the tribe? It wasn't until later that I would learn what had happened to the Penan. They had already been forced to give up their nomadic lives. Henry showed us his house. It's a one-room log cabin where he stays in between stints in the jungle. But the story goes much deeper than that. He turned around, he turned a tree branch into this spoon. He made me this spoon. It's so cute. It's so nice and smooth too. So we're back and we're heading to the hunting area, which is a 3-hour trek through the jungle, and we're about halfway through now. It's been a little tiring, I will say. Now my bag is a lot more full because I have my hammock and a tarp and a sleeping bag and my machete and my camera equipment, which honestly I'm kind of regretting bringing because I don't want to carry it. And we're off. No. Hello. Coming. I hear him. This is not off to a good start. This is my guide. Hello. Henry didn't speak any English, so this was going to be interesting. My motto has always been, no pain, no gain. It's just so muddy. So you have to be careful what you touch. Otherwise, you'll end up with a lot of thorns in you. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you right now. Without this stick, I'm pretty sure I would tip over. Maybe I shouldn't have packed my tripod. The essentials, of course. The problem with the rainforest and trekking is that everything is wet. I never experienced this in the other rainforests that I've been to, but there are so many leeches here. I just keep finding them on my ankles. Although I spent a lot of time complaining, it was hard to ignore the beauty of the jungle. It's so crazy to think that everything in here is over 130 million years old. There are over 15,000 plant species and more than 1,400 amphibians, birds, fish, mammals, reptiles, and insects. And there's something calming about trekking through the forest. We eventually found our spot to set up camp. So now I set up my hammock and figure out how to do it because I actually have no idea how. So wish me luck. It's nice. Sleeping bag. You can hold this. Wi-Fi here, Henry? All right, now we eat. Yeah. Sounds of the jungle. So, first night in the jungle is beginning. I'm gonna hop into my hammock and see how comfy it is. Welcome to my cocoon. And I feel very protected. Let's see how the rest of the night goes. So I had a good morning fighting off mutant ants on my backpack, and now I'll go wash my shoes in the river because they seem to hit. They're just like growing things now. I don't even know how that happened. But otherwise, I slept well. Nah, I feel like there's something crawling at me. I don't understand how there's stuff like growing on my shoe. Over the next few days, I learned from my mistakes and felt more at home in the forest. Henry showed me how they communicate with complex signs left behind in the jungle. The arrangement of sticks and twigs could communicate many things. It could tell a passerby how hunting was in the area, or tell them the mood of the person who made it, or communicate the direction that they went. At the time, I didn't know what he was saying, but I always nodded along because he was so happy when he spoke.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he did the same to me.
Cooking rice? Right, cooking.
He also showed me how they build makeshift shelters in the jungle. And he talked about the Penan philosophy of Molong, which meant that they take only what is needed, and they share what they take. And he talked sadly about the struggle the Penan have faced against the logging companies. And the jungle had never been the same, he said. But this was where he felt truly at home, in the forest.
Yay, thank you.
But this is what we spent most of our time doing in the jungle. And we are hunting. Or swimming, I don't know. But the question was, would we be successful? It definitely took patience. I think he saw something.
Whoa.
They had hunted a pig-tailed macaque, a species of monkey found here in Malaysia. And we would be eating it soon. Got it.
It's here. Look, there's one here.
At the end, I take oxygen.
Yeah, I see.
For the next one, he let me give it a shot.
Did I get it? Oh, he just jumped in.
You hit them, but it bring the dad go inside. Yeah, in the water.
Oh,
You can hit them.
wow.
We miss in 1 hour.
This is fun. I like this.
Silent but deadly is how I would describe their hunting style. It's been months now since I made this journey into the jungle, but I remember pieces of it like it was yesterday.
Fire ants. Whoa. So many. Okay.
Surprisingly, I remember leaving the jungle and making our way to a Penan settlement. And I remember my time there clearly, how it would be both heartwarming and haunting.
Hello.
This is Sia. He had been hunting with us and would host us in his house.
Why does it say haha?
No, because just make joke only. Because the pen is not enough.
Oh. That's so funny. I was staring at that for a while. I was like...
No, they just make.
That's so funny.
Because the pen is not enough, already finished.
Yeah.
That's why I just do
Yeah.
it like that.
Do you like Miri or do you like it here?
I like jungle than town.
What do you like about jungle?
In the jungle, everything is fresh and easy to find the food and no stress.
No stress, yeah. Yes. Just nature.
Yeah.
Hello. Bye-bye.
Welcome to the tiny village of Long Karong. I spent the early morning exploring the village in daylight and getting to know more of the Penan residents.
So I'm here with Norley. Hi. And she is showing us the bags that she makes and bracelets out of rotan, which is a vine from the jungle.
Norley is Sia's wife and Idris's mother. He was making a homemade spear gun for fishing.
First time flying the drone.
First time.
Woo!
Then how to? Then I want to.
This one.
Penan were very quiet people, friendly, but kind of shy, not the personalities you'd expect from superior hunters. There are only 10,000 Penan remaining in the world, and many of them live in settlement communities like this one. But why were they here? You see, here in the Malaysian state of Sarawak, 90% of the forests have been logged to make room for palm oil plantations, which is an ingredient in literally everything. And so the Penan have been driven from their home by deforestation and a government that supports it. Their way of life was disappearing fast.
What's that? Modern world. Donuts and games. This is crazy.
It's easy to look at their lifestyle and think it's uncivilized, right?
Dog I hunted.
As I sat in the kitchen about to eat a frog I had just hunted, and then a monkey that had been killed in the jungle, I thought to myself that this was insane. It tastes like beef, doesn't it?
Is it good?
Mm-hmm. Oh. But in the time I spent with the Penan, I couldn't help but feel that they were the civilized ones. They weren't the ones destroying the planets, consumed by greed and mindless consumption. What do you think?
Kami ini lamin Penan. Saya dalam bahasa Penan.
Bye. Bye bye.